I'm continuing the videos for the NEC, the National Educational Cycle, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the new customer flow and its importance. So why is it important? Because ISEC is an organization, and as one it needs to care too much about his customers and its experience, so we need to put our customers first, and this means that we need to adapt the customer journey to fit their needs. So keep in mind that you have always to put the customer first. And when we talk about the customer flow, we talk about customize, because our products have different jobs and they also have different value propositions, so we need to adapt the customer flow to our products. Okay, so the customer flows is related to our young people that are our EPs, and also with our providers that are the people, our partners, NGOs, startups, and other stakeholders that we work with. Okay, so the customer flow was changed to become something more balanced, because in the past we have too much people, too much members taking care of consideration, so trying to get approvals, but now we are focusing on the customer experience, so we have more people taking care of the experience and the post experience phase. So we have the new customer flow, and the old one, it had 4 phases, but now we have 5. So value delivered has been renamed, so now we have the experience and the post experience phase, and we don't have the brand advocacy anymore. So everything begins with attraction, then we have consideration, preparation, experience, and post experience, and the customer flow is a cycle. Okay, so we have the customer flow for our youth and for our partners, but both of them starts with attraction. So the P's apply to our opportunities, or our partners heard about ISEC and they are interested in what we do or in what we have to offer them. Then we move on to consideration, so they are still considering about making an exchange or to establish a partnership with us. Then we have the preparation phase, when the EP needs to be prepared for his experience, so this is the phase for you to align expectations. Then we have experience, so the EP is finally leaving his experience, his exchange, and the post experience is when we finish everything, but we still need to keep in touch with them, because we want to get feedbacks and we want to make sure that we had delivered everything that we proposed. So the same thing happens to our EPs and also with our partners. Okay. Like I said before, we have the customer flow for each product. So for our global volunteer, we start with attraction, so the EP goes from open to apply. Then we start the consideration flow, so we go from open to apply, accepted, approve it. Once you approve the EP, he starts his preparation phase. But something that you need to keep in mind is that this is a cycle, but the cycle can be break, so you can break, the EP can break the cycle. So if you don't care, if you don't align his expectations, if you don't put the customer first, he can break his APD and he can return to the consideration phase. Okay, so during the preparation phase is when you are going to do the IPS online. You are going to support him for him to get his flight tickets, the visa, and other documents you want, so you need to provide support. Then during his experience, he's leaving the realization phase, so he has to have his physical IPS, the first day of work, the pickup, and other standards. And then we have the post experience, so he goes from finished to completed, and he received all the 16 standards, and he's happy about his experience, so the cycle can continue. And the same thing happens to our partners. So we start with attraction. So they are interested in our work. He start to consider to work with us in the preparation phase. Then we have our experience when we need to establish a good communication with our partners to achieve better results together. And we have the post-experience phase, when we can collect feedbacks or can see what can we do to be better together. So here is the customer flow. We have like a graphic, and we can see that we can go from open to apply, accepted, approved, realization finished, and finished to completed. So we complete all the customer flow. And remind that this is a cycle, but the cycle can be broke if you don't pay attention or if you don't put the customer first. Okay, so that was it. And if you have questions, you can contact me. So I'm going to let my email and my number here.